Hello, it's Tammy Petruccelli from Energy Healing and Spirit Talk here in Newark, Delaware, USA. And hello to you wherever you are and whatever time it is. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I talked about last week, and that's stress, holiday stress, because we're getting into that holiday season. I hope all of you here in America that celebrated Thanksgiving had a wonderful holiday and a wonderful weekend. But, that just kicks it off. It just kicks off the start of all the different holidays and all the traveling and all the family. And for a lot of people, this is very stressful. It can be stressful simply because they've lost loved ones during this time, or they've lost loved ones this year. They are still grieving, and won't have them for this holiday time. It can also be very stressful simply because we're around family that maybe we're not always comfortable with. When you get a lot of people together and they're all stressed out, that's just a big, giant ball of stress. So I think it's really important to try to calm yourself down, learn some techniques. So I want to show you a couple little things that you can do to help you when you're getting into those stressful times. Hey, it may be fighting the traffic, making purchases you really can't afford. Don't do that. Don't do that. Set limits and stick to them. I think a lot of people are feeling the same way. I know in our own family that when we cut back, there was like you could hear the collective sigh of relief, got to be too much, that shopping, that money, all of that. So when you start to get stressed, I want you to first, remember everybody said, count to 10 before you speak. Well, breathe. I want you to breathe in, hold it, and breathe out really long. So breathe into the count of 4 or 5. Hold it for the count of 4 or 5. Another thing, let's put down the phones. Let's put down the phones when we're with family. Be with family. Only pick it up to take photos so that you can remember all those beautiful memories. Okay. I believe we have a caller, Kelly Marie in Scotland. Hello, my dear. Yes, I have a few friends you're over your way, and I'll be heading to Stansted on Friday. So we'll see if I'm on next week. I'll have to let them know depending on where I am. So Kelly Marie, thank you so much for joining us. And do you have a question for me, or would you like me to connect with a loved one that has passed on?
It was just really around love, really, just see what comes out.
So you have a question about your love life? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, please.
Okay. Kelly, has it been quite a while since you've been in a relationship? I mean, a good relationship. You understand that?
Yes.
Yes, because what Spirit is telling me is they're making me feel that you're just not meeting the right people. It's kind of like few and far between. They're making me feel like you may need to get out of your comfort zone, whether it's where you live, space, or where you're socializing to move into another area, because Spirit is making me feel that it's time for you to look in other directions regarding love life. So they make me feel like you have a type. You understand that?
Yes.
Yes. And they're telling me, okay, look at those TV shows. It's like, the blind dating or whatever, and look past your type. They're saying you may be surprised at what you find. And that's not telling you, I'm not telling you to lower your standards. I'm telling you to open your horizons, because I think that the next good relationship that you have is going to be someone that you would not think you would date. But I'm feeling that you may be very surprised. Now, I'm not sure what area that you live, but are you near water? Is there a coast near you?
Yeah, we'd have to travel to it, yeah.
Oh, your town is a coastal town?
No, I would have to travel to it.
You'd have to travel to it. Because what I see is somebody that makes me feel like he's a fisherman. I'm seeing that type of area and that type of person. The way he's dressed makes me feel really more of like man's man kind of thing, meaning doing, more He-Man guy stuff. Do you know what I mean? But I feel that there is a softness to him. That's his physical appearance that may be, bearded and flannel shirt or whatever. But I feel that there's a softness to him. Do you recognize this person, and would they possibly be a fisherman?
I'm not actually sure.
Okay, then this may be someone coming in. I also feel that there's someone from your past that you've either reconnected or is trying to reconnect. Is there someone who keeps coming back, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to put your foot down here. If he's going to be in your life, he's got to fit into your life, not you fit into his. Does that make sense to you?
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah, because that's what they're telling me, that we don't need a fair weather boyfriend. You need a partner. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. And don't allow this person to be a fair weather friend. Or a friends with benefits or whatever other box you want to put him in. Kelly, it's time for you. It's time for you to make these decisions, who you're going to have a relationship with.
With a future with him, or I'm at the point where do I go?
And this is what I'm saying. It's time to put your foot down. If he is going to meet your needs and wants, then you could stay with him. But I feel that if you put your foot down, he may run the other way.
Yeah.
But it's time for you to draw the line in the sand. It's time for you to draw that line in the sand and decide. Because as long as you allow everything to stay wishy-washy, he's going to, why should he change?
Yeah.
Why should he step up? Because you accept it. And sometimes we say we don't accept it. We say we want, something different, but then we don't back it up with our action. And, that means to say, listen, you're not coming over for one night, or you can't come in when you want to, and then act like you don't see me in town, or, you see someone else. I think it's time with this man to draw the line in the sand. And if he steps up to the plate and meets your needs, not demands, but you have to make your needs known. You have to let them know what it is you're willing to put up with. First, you have to decide that. You have to decide, what are you willing to live with? What can you live with? It's real simple. And
you know, he's trustworthy.
I'm sorry?
Do you think he's trustworthy?
When he's there. When he's there, I think that I feel like if he can play the field, he'll play the field.
Yeah.
But if you say, no, you can't play the field if you're going to play with me. You're the only one in my sandbox. And you have to decide. It's up to you right now, Kelly. Kelly Marie, if you decide to put the line in the sand, tell him what you expect, and he gives that to you, then I say, fine, move on. But if not, there's always going to be more fishermen by the port, because I see someone coming into your life that is a bigger guy. He may have a beard, not real long, but he may have a beard. I see like a beanie hat on him and a flannel shirt, and I see water behind him. So just know that if things don't work out with this gentleman, that you're not going to be alone, that there's someone out there waiting for you. So thank you, Kelly Marie, and I hope that that information is helpful. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. And don't forget www.tammypetruccelli.com or pipecreekreiki.com. Hopefully I'm going to see you right back here next week. Dave, I'm going to be in England. So it all depends on what they have planned for me on that Tuesday evening, since we'll be about 5-6 hours difference. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And God bless. Have a good week.